We're back. We're back. Back in the hammock. Yeah, I wanted to start this off with like a normal, like, this is what's going on, this is what's going to happen, this is what it's going to be, and then kids come out with some dignity and some respect, and it's like, can I make some cornflakes, please? It's amazing how they don't really comprehend, perhaps at that age, of the subtle nuances of the way in which they form that question really dictate how in which it's received. Man, like, they address you by name, respectfully. They ask you what they want, and they throw a please at it. And it's the tonation of their voice so that makes you appreciate what it is they're actually asking. So, and while all the stars have aligned with some generators and gasoline and power plugs and Wi-Fi and lovely background music that's copyright free, like, it really starts to beg the question, like, more and more we're thinking about, like, dang, what is the point of all of this? What is the point? What are we really doing here? And when I say we collectively, I mean you. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are any of us doing here? I'm drinking coffee. Hopefully you got something in your hand that satisfies your needs. But today's little reflective monologue is really about addressing the now, the here and now, the soon to be, and the distant and far distant future, and reflecting on, like, what exactly is going on? What is happening? Like, this, maybe that's what this hurricane was supposed to be for, to really just kind of address, like, the elephant in the room. And these are not white elephant gifts for Christmas, although the holiday season is coming and they may abound. Yeah, it's about taking a moment to reflect on, like, why is it that I'm doing what I'm doing right now when I'm doing it? But feel free to ask yourself that question. Why not? It's a safe space. We're all here to throw out where we're at in life. Like, I'm gonna put myself in the viewer's shoes for a second, like, and wonder, like, what happens when you sit back and say, okay, I've got some time on my hands. I've got some people, some virtual people that I care about, unless we've met in person. How you doing? And if we haven't, to look forward to one day. If you get the chance and opportunity, call me. But it's like, yeah, like, what is going on? What is going on? That's what a hurricane will do to you. What is going on? You know, and, like, no matter how good or how bad you're going to have it, there's always going to be something to complain about, always something to be appreciative for, and always something to reflect on in this journey called life with instant caffeine. It's not my favorite, but it hits the right buttons. I'm not going to lie. True story. Hold on. Oh, babe, don't touch my caffeine, you heard? Yeah, you. Don't. I'm in a moral dilemma right now. Side tangent. My apologies. Banana bread from Kiss. It's horrible for you. It's got more saturated fat than it knows what to do with it. But part of me was like, this would go great with coffee. But you know what? I don't think I'm gonna eat it. I don't. We were gonna make an amazing meal today, but when you go to the shop and all the shop has is fish, and you're like, today's not a fish day, and you ask Josh, what would you like before you head back home today? And he says, he didn't sigh, I'm sighing. Let's just go with me. Mac and cheese and corned beef. Who knew? Who knew? Like, it's a delicacy around here, man. Like, if it's not jerk chicken, which they found fantastic, it's mac and cheese and corned beef. And, like, where I come from, it was mac and cheese. Excuse the dogs. They do that. There's mac and cheese and hot dogs, or Frank's if you're that kind. But anyway, back to where we were, wherever we were. Yeah, today's reflection is about thinking about the short term, the long term, any term, and where that is going to take us. So here we go. First up is like goal setting, right? Like setting goals, achieving goals, checking off bucket list, accomplishments. I'm gonna say it's a little superficial. And by a little superficial, I mean maybe a lot. Like, there are things that I have accomplished that I'm like, way to go, attaboy, self high five, coffee on me. And then it's like, immediately thereafter, you're like, now what? What am I gonna achieve next? What is the next project, goal, ambition? And I think Jamaica has taught me, hurricanes or not, that goals can be a bit superficial. And I think taking a more subtle approach, and don't get me wrong, I don't mean like not being engaged and not being challenged. Yes, there are reasons to do things that you do, but when you attach your emotional well-being to such a specific, it can return negative results that can prove challenging to deal with. But no, like I think as of right now, it's been fun interacting with many of you guys in the comments section about what is going on, and here's the analogy that I would like to go with that has best suited my emotional well-being, so just bear with me. So maybe could be the coffee talking, but maybe it's not about chasing goals anymore. Maybe it's about attempting to build a life that has meaning behind it. Whether nature or a higher power has intended this upon you or not, maybe it just, one thing I admire about living here is embracing change, embracing the natural happenings, whether related or not, that occur around you, or deaths about people you know that you care about. And it's about embracing that change and figuring out, like, okay, this is what's happened. What can I do about it that is going to make me feel a bit fulfilled? Not entirely, but give me a sense of meaning and purpose and belonging, but also gives back to an entity that is asking for a little assistance along their life journey's way. And I think that's where the present moment is. It's been challenging because coming from the academic world, like originally when I came in, I was like, we're gonna gung-ho academics, you're gonna read, you're gonna improve your reading, your math, your overall academic well-being. And I'm finding very quickly reasons to justify that shortcoming of like, maybe academics are not everything. Maybe there's more to it than just the ability to read and write and calculate mathematical operations in your head. And while they do serve their time and place and allow you a certain justifiable context when it comes to how you interact and engage with the world, there's also a sense of like, I need to teach you how to think. I need to question your decisions and why you're doing what you're doing and whether or not it benefits anybody around you or just yourself. Like, that's where we're at, man. That is where we're at. For sure. So enough of the here and now. Like, what about, like, imagine 5 years from now? 5 years? 5 years later. It's like a bad zombie movie, but what happens 5 years from now? You know, the goal being that each one of the kids in the house and not comes up with something that gives them a spark, something that gives them a meaning to get up in the morning, you know, helping them try to find what is it that keeps them going, you know. I mean, well, currently iPads and structured school and the day-to-day routines of just general upkeep are great. It's 5 years from now, it's like you hope they find something worthwhile to pursue, not because I said so, but because they find a passion within themselves that says, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is why I'm here. This is how I can benefit not only myself and get fulfillment, but also looking around and seeing others and how I can improve their lives. And I see glimpses of it. I'm not going to lie. You know, I see when the bigger kids help out the littler kids. Specifically right now I'm seeing Dave with Mares. It's been cool how he has taken him under his wing, both for good or for bad, and some of the mirror reflections on how he carries himself. It's been an interesting adventure. Not perfect, but definitely interesting. So yeah, but the goal 5 years from now is that each of these kids has found their I won't call it calling, but found, yeah, something that motivates them to get out of bed in the morning and get out there and do something productive for both themselves and, dare I say, for those around them. Anyway, yeah, little pause in the reflective action. The duty calls. Had to bring Josh home. He said he'll be back. Maybe not today, maybe not the day after that, but one day, like Friday. Yes, even Andre's sad, right? That's your sad face? All right, good talk. Yeah, he got...
If you was here, I wouldn't be playing blockers right now.
What would you be doing?
I would have been playing with them still.
Yeah, but all good times got to come to an end sometime, and bad times, hopefully. But on the reflective note, we're now looking into the far distant decade future. Andre, you know how many years is a decade? Guess. How many years are a decade?
20.
Plenty? Good answer. It seems like it. But yeah, 10 years from now, 10 years, all of the little ones will be grown. Andre would be 17.
What?
I know. Hold on. You want to see the oh my gosh face? Yeah. Picture that as a 17-year-old.
I wish I was.
Yeah. And he'll have 2 front teeth, hopefully. But
God will never grow up.
they better. Yeah, that'll be interesting. In theory, kids will be out of school, at least the boys currently with us. Grandson will be 13, and we'll have another adventure of the teenage arts. It's blowing. Yeah, we hopefully Jamaica Child Care Services will find a child for us by then. It's supposed to take 2 to 5 years, but we're already 2 years in, so by 10 years, who knows where that'll be. I imagine we'll still be here. That's kind of the plan. Probably have a newer vehicle. That would be nice. But other than that, it gets a little iffy, a little pondering. Do we have dual residency in here and another country that we've been to that we like to go to that's relatively inexpensive and could be a great home away from home? All the chicks are grown up. The dogs may or may not still be around at that point, and that's a fun thing to explore. Yeah, that's what could be in the next decade. 10 years, buddy. And then you get to 20 years and you're like, whoa. And then you get into like the 20-year adventure. And the 20-year adventure is like, these kids will be grown up, old enough to have their own kid when they're financially ready. And then you're like, well, this is why we got a 4-bedroom house, because you could spend the weekend, or they could spend the weekend, or everybody could spend the weekend. And we'll have a gazebo and a backyard and chickens and maybe new dogs and more kids. And after 20 years, you're going to say, assuming that comes to fruition, then I guess it all worked out accordingly when grandpa and great-grandpa and craziness continues.
I'm going to bring my family here and introduce them to this house.
You're going to introduce them to this house?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell them? What are you going to tell them, man?
I'm going to tell them this is where I used to live over there. And I used to come here when I was a kid.
Yeah?
And he taught me how to be a grown man.
What do you think they're going to say?
Oh, nice. This place is cool.
Works for me. Yeah.
But I don't know what.
You don't know what yet? Many years from now, right? Yeah, be a kid as long as you can, okay? Exactly. Wait, show them the kid face. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. That's the Mara's face, not the kid's face. Yeah, you might even have your front teeth in the next 20 years. Who knows? I think
In
they're
20 years?
Are they growing in?
Uh-huh. Yeah, they are.
Cool.
But you want to see the bottom one?
Oh, is there more? Yeah, is that one coming in too?
Yeah, there is.
It's beautiful.
He's a little baby.
Just like somebody else I know.
Mars.
Right. Mars. So maybe, just maybe, I don't know, there's no actual finish line. Maybe we just continue to show up day in and day out, sunrises and sunsets, and hope that all the little things that we do along the way add up to something enjoyable. Either way, we're going to enjoy the journey and the adventure and keep on going. Right? Right?
I think so.
Take that as a yes.
Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
I wish I never grew up.
Why?
Because I want to be a kid forever.
Me too, Andre. Me too.